Ksenia falls again, arms outstretched and squeaking loudly. For the umpteenth time in a day, it feels like someone invisible is tripping you up. What is it? The girl whispered angrily. Getting up, he always looks at his feet. His legs themselves are not crooked. He does not limp, but he still falls and falls. It's been happening to her since last week. Fatigue? Almost a month without days off. I spent only a couple of days on myself and my family. That's what all this has led to. Fatigue. That he can't stand on his feet. You can try to take a day off. Rest for a week or a month. Are you all right? Someone's hand was on Ksenia's shoulder. The voice belonged to the caring Dmitri, the future groom. Ksenia has known him since high school. Yes, it's all because of work. The girl mumbled. I didn't think office work was so hard. Dima joked. Laugh, laugh. I've gone freelance myself. As a designer, it's easier for me to work this way. Ksyusha snorted with displeasure, bumping into her beloved boyfriend. I need to get home safely before I get killed. Yashkin's cat. Ksenia's screech echoed throughout the office like a bell in the middle of the day. Everyone turned their attention to the girl, some with bewilderment, some with indifference. Ksyusha, are you okay? Vika, the best friend in the whole office, ran up to help. I urgently need a vacation. Vika helped her friend get up and collect all the scattered papers during the fall. You haven't been able to stand up at all lately. Are you suffering from varicose veins? Don't joke like that, Vic. No, well, really, it's not like you're always falling. I've been on my feet all day, so I'm falling. We've all been on our feet all day, but no one is falling down. Ksenia didn't say anything. She took all the papers and quickly went, almost ran, to her office. These falls are becoming more frequent. It doesn't look like normal fatigue. It feels like someone is deliberately making the girl fall. It scared Shushu because now she feels prying eyes. Inhuman looks. Someone invisible, and not just one, but many. They followed her, deliberately arranging such machinations. We need to do something about it. Unable to think of anything better, Ksenia decided to visit the witches. Being fond of scary stories, knowing all the canons of the genre, I went to her. In scary stories, after all, the path of the father does not always work, but shamans and other pagan ranks are not really mentioned. Following this logic, Ksyusha decided to visit a grandmother who lives in a remote village. Most likely it will help, thanks to her distant relatives who understand such matters. Ksyusha found out where that witch lives. The dilapidated, sloping roof house with dark-eyed windows was depressing. It seemed that no one lived there, but if you listened closely, you could hear the sounds of the radio. Cautiously, the girl entered the house. Sorry for the intrusion. The front door was missing, as was the fence. No one answered. There's someone here. Ksenia called out a little louder. Oh, someone's here. I'm coming. A granny appeared out of the darkness, looking almost 100 years old. She could barely walk, barely shuffled, holding on to everything she could. Thick, shaggy eyebrows barely covered his eyes. At the sight of Xenia, Those old eyes widened, and in the dark, the girl could see the whitish color of the pupils. God forbid, baby. There's a whole horde of evil spirits following you. Do you see them? This situation did not particularly please the girl. Yes, I can see that. They're so ugly, hunched over and hairy, straight from the depths of hell. They laugh. They poke with their clawed fingers. What should I do? There was excitement in the girl's voice. Grandma thoughtfully peered at Xusha, coming closer to her, and firmly grabbed her by the shoulders. I can't help you anymore, baby. So there's nothing you can do to help? Your soul is marked. There's no way to get rid of it. You're doomed once you accept your fate. Xenia pushed her grandmother away, glaring at her angrily. God, I've come all this way for this. Xusha has never been so angry as she is now. Some crazy old woman said all sorts of things. She didn't say anything worthwhile. She just made things worse with her nonsense. I knew it wasn't worth wasting time on such nonsense. Xusha scolded herself. You fool! Something jerked the girl's arm sharply, causing her to lose control. It was lucky that there was no one on the road yet. Xenia was still able to return the car to the right course. The words of that grandmother replayed in my head. Your soul is marked. There's no way to get rid of it. You're doomed once you accept your fate. Xenia pressed the accelerator pedal to the floor. I need to get home quickly. Along the way, Xusha repeatedly fell, turned around like a bundle, and dropped her bag. Some forces were bothering her, suddenly intensified, and began to mock the poor girl even more. Xenia tried all the prayers she could remember, but it only made things worse. At home, Xenia closed the door and windows, then locked herself in her room, leaving a desk lamp as the only light source. Panic reigned in her mind. Come on, come out. Show yourself and tell me what you want from me. No one answered her. I'm talking to you. Are you really so scary that you don't want to show yourself? An evil, wheezing laugh broke the silence. The face of an unknown beast with human features appeared out of the darkness. A real devil. The nickel was sniffing greedily at the floor of the muzzle, and the eyes, filled with red light, looked straight into the girl's soul. The mouth, hidden under the nickel, gritted its teeth. Another muzzle appeared, and more. There were 5 of them. Were you sure she didn't have any envious people? Maybe secret fans? No. At least, she didn't tell me anything. Dmitri tried to control himself during the conversation with the policeman. What was left of his future wife was horrifying. Minced meat with bones sticking out, and in the middle of it a single surviving eye. No one is capable of doing that. There was something else here. She often couldn't stand on her feet, you know? Immediately, one of the medics fell down, cursing softly.